All right, we are live. Good morning to anybody that's rewatching the stream, that's going to join the stream. Morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Weekend's still going. It's Sunday right now. Currently 8:28 for me. I went to bed at almost 3 o'clock last night. But, we got our Z's in. Been a little hard for me to sleep since coming back from Bali. I mean, not sleep. It's been hard. It's easy for me to sleep, but it's been hard for it's been hard for me to sleep too and wake up. But now it's hard for me to sleep longer. At first I was waking up late. Now it's like, I don't know. All right, so let's do our analysis. We're gonna go ahead and do gold first. We'll start off with gold. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. How do you want to do this? Let's start off with our daily. Let's see where we are in the daily, okay? Daily, we're definitely in a bull market. So our daily bias is bullish, okay? Just by looking at it, we're bullish. From the bullishness, we also put in some protected lows. And from those protected lows, we also broke a protected low. So this protected low here. So what does that tell us? What is price telling us? We're in a reaccumulation. A reaccumulation just means bullish price action, okay? So now we're in a reaccumulation, okay? Our target on the daily time frame would be this high. All right, now from there, looks like we tapped into an S&D and broke price intermediary. So, yeah, we broke intermediary structure here. Okay. All right, so now we could drop down to our lower time frame to start finding our POIs and points of liquidity. Okay, and just to basically figure out where exactly price wants to head, etc. Etc. I can't even say etc. All right. 8-hour timer. I need to favorite this one. This is like one of my favorite too. Oh no, I gotta add it. I'm tripping. No, I don't want to compare. There you go. All right, nice. I feel like I'm missing one more. I think I need the 2-hour. 2-hour. I like the 2-hour. Am I missing anything else? Nah, I think I'm good. Okay, cool. Now we drop down to the 8-hour. 8-hour is gonna tell us more of a story. Okay. So from the 8-hour, it's the same thing as the daily almost, but instead we still broke that protected low, but instead of breaking intermediary, we actually gave us a real break, which was here. Real break above this high. So now we look, where's our protected low? What pullback created this break of this high, which then is going to show us where our S&D is. Here we're looking, right? So we look for price. These aren't pullbacks. Me personally, I don't classify these wicks as pullbacks. It has to be a body candle that close an enclosure, or it can even be an open, because sometimes the candle will gap down, open, and then close above, and then that'll be a pullback. So we need to see a body closure below a wick. Did we get that here? No. And here, this is our protected low, and this is going to give us our S&D. So from there, price gives us our S&D, but as we can see, that S&D is mitigated. So how do we refine it? We like to jump to the next candle. Now we go to this candle. This candle is mitigated by this candle. Then we jump over to this candle. This candle is then mitigated by this candle. So now we go to this candle here. And now this candle is our green candle because there's no mitigation. So here we are. Price taps, as we can see. What is this, Friday? Oh no, it tapped in Thursday. So price tapped in Thursday, gave us a nice rejection, just like this. So we got a tap, and now we're pushing away. You know, maybe we'll get something like this, bob, bob, and then we'll continue higher. Okay, but until then, well, obviously we're still bullish. So now we drop down to the 4-hour. What is the 4-hour telling us? Okay, 4-hour. Let's see. Same exact protected low when we're coming up. Same protected low as the 8-hour and the daily. So, but the difference is the break of the protected high. I mean, yeah, the break happened sooner on the 4-hour than it did on the daily. So what do we get? Because this is our pullback right here, as you can see, pullback before the break of this protected low. So that gives us our protected high, just like that. And then we break that protected high, and then we put in, and there you go, NB1, NB2, 2 breaks to the top side. What does that show us? Institutional structure to the top side. All right. So where do we go now? Here we go. Price fails to hold up this S&D and also fails to hold this S&D, but we get 2 breaks to the downside, which we can then formulate a bias of this being reaccumulation into our 8-hour zone, as we can see, right? So now let's drop down. 2-hour, we don't need to drop down to every time frame. We just need to go to what makes sense. Okay, so we know, if we know that the 4-hour broke its protected lows, obviously the 2-hour, the 1-hour all broke their protected lows as well. But now what we want to do is refine this 8-hour zone. Okay, obviously we're tapping into the 8-hour zone, but price could still continue deeper before continuing higher, something like that. Okay, and what is this? That's accumulation. All right, so now what do we want to do? We want to drop down to our 15. I like to drop down as low as possible to tell myself a story to see what makes sense. Okay, so from here, what do we get? We get a break above this high, a tap into the S&D, beautiful mitigation, which left behind an S&D 2.0. Okay, and I can see price getting here from this 8 hours into this 8-hour zone, travel deeper, and then go. But let's go to the 30. Maybe there's like a better candle or something like this. Maybe on the hourly. It's a little juicy, but no. We can probably just refine it a little lower. All right, so from the 15-minute, let's go to the 5. Okay. This 5 looks good, just like that. Also, I can see this price holding too, right here. If we don't drop this deep into the zone, I can see price traveling a little bit deeper just to tap into this 5-minute zone here, because this was a point where price came before breaking this high here. So we broke this low, and then we came up. The last pullback before the break higher, which was this 5-minute zone. So, I mean, I can also see price coming here, which is in the 8-hour zone. So I got these 2 POIs. Obviously, when price gets there, we're not just going to buy it. We're going to obviously drop down to our lower time frames, confirm. And yeah, that would be that. But let's see, 15. I'll favor this one, to be honest, just because this one matches up with almost every time frame. That's the pullback for almost every time frame right there. So actually, yeah, I can see this one. I'm gonna cancel this one. I don't like that one. It's whatever. So now we drop down to the 1 minute and we can tell ourselves a story to see if, because price doesn't have to get down that way. That's just a POI. That's just like a suggestion. You know what I mean? We're already tapping into our 8-hour zone, and from the 8-hour zone, we started getting bullish price action, breaks to the top side, and some nice accumulation. So here on the 1 minute, what do we have? Looks like we have some nice accumulation coming in. We can do something like this, where we break this low, we break this high, we break this low, and then we break this low, protect the high, then we break this low again. What is this? Or protect the high, still didn't get ran. And then we broke a low, broke low, broke that high. Where's the protect the low? Which is here. So in the 1 minute, we're here in this range from this low to this high. Obviously, we're in a bullish market. We want to see the liquidity. So look, we're tapping right here. See something like that. We want to see price. I mean, and we just tapped into this S&D too. This 1 minute S&D. Just like that. So price is now tapping in there. So maybe, I don't know, market open Sunday. Oh, yeah, the market open. We'll see a push to top side. If not, if this starts to fail, then we can definitely probably see price push deeper into this 8-hour zone. Yeah, we'll just follow carefully. All right, so that's gold. Obviously bullish, looking for bullishness coming into the market, bullish. Yeah. Now let's do ES. So we'll start with our daily. Just like this. Obviously clearly bullish. I mean, that's not a question. Failing to get below this low, this protected low here. I don't classify this as getting like breaking the low. A wick isn't a break to me. It's more so I need a body. So I need the body closure to close below this wick. Then that would be a break. So right now, still bullish. Even if we broke below this point, it will still be bullish just because of the weekly. Super bullish. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so let's keep going. So on the daily, this is our liquidity that we want to see get ran. So that's our target for the week. To see this daily high, okay, get ran. So now let's drop down to our 8-hour. What is our 8-hour telling us? 8-hour is telling us this is our. So what do we do? So we broke here, right? Can we see that? Okay. So we broke here above this high. This is our protected low. Broke that protected low and then broke this high. What is that telling us? That is accumulation. Okay. Obviously the manipulation into accumulation, and then the price is higher. And from that break, what do we leave behind? Not only a gap. I don't really care about gaps. Obviously, price has to fill those gaps, but I'm not going to go into the week looking for sales just to, get into that area of inefficiency. Obviously, it probably would have worked out for some sales to fill this gap, but when you're in a bull market, just go bullish. Like, don't trade against the trend. Okay. All right. Anyways. From that break, what do we get? We got an S&D. Where's our S&D? It's going to be this candle here, just like that. This is our 8-hour zone. What are we doing? Price is absorbing this area, still failing to get below this area here. Okay. And from there, we pushed away. Left behind an S&D 2.0. Where's our S&D 2.0? I'll say somewhere in this wick, okay? Price taps into this S&D 2.0, and now we're starting to push away. Beautiful. Maybe market gaps open and to the top side, which would be nice. Okay, so from there, we'll drop down to our 4 hour. 4 hour is going to tell us more of a story. So from our 4 hour, same thing. Break that high, break the low, break the high, accumulation. Now we're in the institutional range. Price broke up once, broke up twice. What is that? Institutional leg to the top side. So I still want to see this high get ran. Okay, since that failed, we left behind this S&D here. Now, how do we refine this S&D? It's pretty much the same. We want to look for unmitigated price action, okay? Just like this. And as I'm doing this, I'm not paying attention to the price at the right. Because I read the chart from left to right. It's like a book. You read price left to right, tell yourself a story in order to formulate a bias, a contextual bias. You don't want to just start here and be like, all right, we got this break, but then we got this break here. But you got to look at the entire story just like this. Okay, just because we got this break to the downside doesn't mean we're bearish. We're in an institutional bullish leg right here. This is bullish. Break one, break two, bullish. Okay, left behind this S&D. Obviously, this S&D is failing to hold, but that doesn't mean that it's not holding. It is still holding. The price just traveled somewhere deeper into this price action. Okay. All right. So from there, price is now breaking above, giving us something. I want to delete this. I don't need this. Okay. So let's drop down to our hour because we need to start formulating a bullish bias on the ES. Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. So we didn't get a break here at all. Okay, so we're in a huge range. On the hourly, we're in this range right here because we broke. Let me see. Let's zoom in. We broke this protected low. Okay, so we're in this range from this high. No pullback at all till this low. So that's the hourly right there. This huge hourly range. So now we gotta drop down to a lower time frame. Let's go to our 30-minute. 30-minute looks like we got some price action. Beautiful. From our place of bullishness that we're still looking to go bullish, what do we get? We got a break above this protected high. Beautiful. Just like that. Okay. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you go. So there we go. We got a break above our high, and then we left behind an S&D, and S&D would be right here. I like this refinement right there. So now we could drop down to our 15 and see if there's more of a story to be told. Pretty much same thing, but the break happened here on the 15, just like that. Only one break to the top side. Yeah. Only one break. Now the 5-minute is where it gets fun, just because we have multiple breaks in the direction that we're looking for. All right. So this is our 30-minute zone. I'm a bit congested. Holy. All right. All right. Here we go. So we broke this low. I can't barely see. All right. So we broke this low here. And then we broke to protect the high here. So that gives us break 1, break 2, break 3, break 4. Okay. And then, so what is that? We got 4 breaks to the top side. That's clearly accumulation. Accumulation from where? Our bullish POI. And this POI was what? Our 8-hour zone. Then refined to our 30-minute zone for like an S&D 2.0. So we know that price can still travel deeper into this area before continuing higher. But from the 5-minute, we got a beautiful sign of accumulation. Now from that accumulation, we also put in some protected lows. Now where's our protected low of this high, which was here. So this is our protected high. I need to use this wick because we got a candle to try to break above this high before coming back down with this wick. So this wick doesn't matter. This is our protected low where this pullback happened. Okay. So from there, we break, we tap into this S&D. This would have been nice sales. I was looking at this, but now that I'm re-looking at the market, I would love to see bullish price action. So from there, what do we get? We got break one, break two, and then we broke above, and then we broke back down. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see too. We want to see the manipulation. So now, since our bias is bullish, we want to see, well, I mean, let's check the 15 really quick, because on the 15 we can still continue deeper. I can see price coming, tapping, and then going. But during market open, if price just goes from here, this POI is still valid, still deems as valid, but it's not going to be as, the probability starts to lessen just because we're starting to put in new institutional legs, okay, to the top side. So let's see. So from our 5 minute, so I'm gonna delete this. From our 5 minute, this is our 5 minute range. Okay, establish your ranges to know exactly where you are. Put those lines in place just to know where's your protected high, where's your protected low, or where's your liquidity low, where's your liquidity high, and you know, and so on. So from there, I want to see, me personally, I would love to see price get down to this zone, just because it'll give me better RR for a trade. I could hold this trade much higher if price gets here. Okay. Yeah. So from there, even if we don't get there, that's fine. That's we still continue higher. We still look for bullish price action. Okay. So from there, we could go down to our 1 minute. The 1 minute is going to tell us even more of a more detailed story. Okay. So let's see. Let's reprice a little bit. So we're going to start following price down. So when it started coming down, what do we get? We got a break one, break two, B3, B4, just like that. Okay. Well, it'll be right here. Then from there, so we got 4. So we got B1 to the top side. Okay. Now, what do we leave behind during B1? We left behind S&D, and I'm only looking for S&Ds, like demand zones, to the top side because I have a bullish bias. If I have a bullish bias, I'm not going to sell in my in my bullish bias. Obviously, you can still do it, but we want to take the higher probability trades. What's the higher probability? Follow momentum. What's momentum going to be in ES right now? Bullish bias. So let's do it. All right. So where's our zone? Zone here. Tap. Tap. Mitigated. Okay. So here, beautiful unmitigated zone. We followed the mitigations from this S&D, because this is our S&D, but price mitigated all these areas. So we just got to keep following. So this is mitigated. So this candle mitigated, that candle mitigated, that candle mitigated that. This is our unmitigated candle. Here we go. All right. So from here we can, but I'm not going to trade this zone because we had 4 pushes down to the down. 4 pushes to the downside, which is a sign of momentum carrying to the downside, which is also a distribution here. So I wouldn't take the first break S&D. I would want to see something more. So maybe we tap in, we break above. Well, yeah. So before we break above this high, so this is our protected high here. So since we're pulling back, this will be our, this will be our liquidity high. So this is the high that we want to see get ran, right? And then maybe we'll tap into the zone, travel deeper like this, protect the low, break this, protect the low, Now we're in a reaccumulation. Beautiful. And then I would love to see, well, hold on, like something like this. From that protected low, we bring up high, and then we break. And then I would love to see the break of that protected high, and then tap into an SND to continue higher. That's what I want to see. That's going to show me price is ready. Price isn't going to continue deeper. Price is ready to go now to follow through on this 15-minute high, and then hopefully, get back to all-time new highs. That is the plan. So bullish on ES, bullish on gold. Yeah, that's all I'm trading for the week, honestly. Well, I'll do let me go ahead and do UJ and EU, and then I'll be done. Oh, hold on, let me stretch. Oh, it's about to be time to go to the gym. Let me see. Thought I got a message. Let me see. All right, here we go. Let's do UJ. All right, UJ, let's do it. So let's start on our daily. What is this big ass range that we're in? Obviously, as you can see, I got my lines for showing my range. What is this range? It's a weekly range, okay? And prices in a, to be honest, on the weekly, prices in a distribution. Wait, hold on, let me see. 1, 2. Actually, let's check the monthly. Monthly's going to this one. No, actually, weekly still bullish, but we just broke this S&D. This S&D didn't hold up on the weekly. Obviously, daily showing us bullish price action. Look at that shit. Shit's just like clustering to the top side. This shit's about to explode. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. We might get a crazy, just bullish week coming up. Just, you got to understand, these are daily candles. So this whole day was just red. Just selling, just dropping. We get the same exact thing going to the top side. That would be nice. Just straight buys to the top side. My goodness. Okay. So daily, we're currently tapping into an S&D now. This is our daily liquidity high. We want to see this get ran. Let's drop down to our 8 hour. 8 hour is same thing. Like, price has just been going. I don't know about this this inefficiency of price, this gap right here. Yeah, that's really interesting because we're really bullish. I mean, even if we break these lows, we could still get like a fucking large red candle here, pull back, drop again, pull back, and then tap in, and that still shows us a reaccumulation. It's only 3 breaks to the downside, which is still fine. So we can get something like that. So then we leave behind an S&D, tap, and then continue higher to fill this gap here. But holy, that's kind of crazy. All right. But obviously, I'm not going to trade into a gap. I don't care about that shit. Price can clear this high and then come all the way back down to fill that gap. So anyways, so what is 8 hour? 8 hours. Okay, cool. Yeah, 8 hour. Still want to see this high. We're tapping into an S&D now. We can refine this S&D just because it's a large, like, place to put your Entries 4 hour, same thing, still going bullish, tapping into the same S&D. Let's drop down to our 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. All right, I've been reading price all week. I ain't gonna lie, I got too much shit on the screen. Don't care about it. I'm gonna be honest. Don't care about it. Cool. I need naked charts. Too many lines, not my thing. Now we're looking like support and resistance breakout traders, which I have nothing against. But me personally, I don't like all the lines. I just like to read my structural points. That's why I put lines for my structural points and for visual representation, because I can read naked charts without all these lines. But most people probably don't understand what exactly I'm looking at, so we have to do it like this. Okay. Anyways, price is bullish on hour 2, hourly bullish. This was our protected low, then we broke below it, but still bullish. But this is the high that created that new low. We want to see this high still get ran, and obviously this 4 hour high too, in 8 hour high. Okay, so how are we going to get there? So we broke that high. Now we're going to drop down to our 30 minute. 30 minutes, same predicament. Not much to do on the 30 minute. 15, not much. 5. All right, here we go. 5 is starting to get fun. So 5 minute, what do we have? We have a break. Have a break above this high. So B1, B2, B3, B4, B4. So 4 breaks to the top side. What is that showing us? Clear accumulation, momentum, bullishness. Okay. All right. So from there, what did we leave behind? We also left behind an S&D. This is our S&D right here. So yeah, price left behind this S&D. I want to see on the 5 minute, of course, see price tap and then continue higher, run that just like that. Or we might just get a little bit of something like this. Oh wait, I'm tripping. But we might get just a push. We might just go from right here. Just go. Or I mean, all this shit can fail, but obviously we want to be optimistic here and expect bullishness because we're looking for bullishness. So let's go to our 1 minute. 1 minute is going to tell us more of a story, of course. So from the 1 minute, obviously bullish. So let's see, we got the bullishness. Then we got this break, and then we broke back up. There's the manipulation. There we go. Break up. Wait, let me see. Was this a break? No, it wasn't. So this wasn't a break. This was a break though. And then left behind this S&D, and then broke just like that. Okay, cool. So on the 1 minute, what I would like to see before looking for any bullishness, I would like to see a break above this high here. We're stuck in this range right here, just like that. What is that? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, we're in this range. So I want to see a break above this high, tap into the S&D, and then continue higher, just like that. Or we may get something like this. So we're pulling up here. We might get something like this. Pull, just like that. Break, tap, tap, boom, boom, break, tap, and then go. Continue higher, just like that. So we can also see that. What is that? That is accumulation. Beautiful. Some beautiful accumulation to the top side. So these are the 2 predictions that I'm looking for. All right, so that's UJ. EU, Let's do EU. Let's start on a daily. The fuck is this line? Daily, what do we have? Clearly bearish price action. We are in a stage 2 push to the downside. Well, kind of like stage 1. No, stage 2, because we're following through. So stage 2 on the daily time frame of EU. We're tapping into an S&D right now. Obviously, something in this price action. So now that we know where we're looking, well, I got to take off this alert. Shit's throwing me off. And I'm gonna delete everything under there, all my trades. All right, so from there, we want to see this. This is our liquidity low for the daily. Now let's drop down to our 8-hour. 8-hour is telling us that we're tapping into an S&D as well. Still the same shit as as the daily. 4-hour. Okay, 4 hours is telling us a little bit more of a story. So our 4-hour time frame, we didn't get below. So we got a break here. So let's see. Obviously we're breaking. So MB1. So break 1, break 2, break 3, B4. So we got bullish momentum to the top side, but obviously we're still bearish on the daily and 8-hour. 4 hours showing this bullish price action, but not really at the same time, just because there was, let me see, actually there was momentum. So this is actually an accumulation to the top side. Maybe, you start looking on the lower time frames, you start looking for bearishness, just because our 4-hour and our 2-hour is showing bullishness doesn't mean that our hourly is 2. Okay, and our 30-minute. All right. And here we go. Our 15-minute is okay. Our 15-minute is starting to show us bearishness. Cool. All right. Yeah. No, we got it. And obviously, we're inside of a daily 8-hour S&D right now, and we want to see this low get ran. Gotta remember your bias when doing weekly analysis, right? All right, so let's read our manipulation so we can exactly see if we're in a redistribution, reaccumulation, distribution, or an accumulation. All right, my guesses are we're in a distribution right now. So let's test to see. Well, actually, we might be in an accumulation, but let's just read it. Okay, so we had this protected high. So we had this liquidity high, protected low gets ran. So now this is the start of our manipulation, because protected lows and protected highs are starting to get ran. Okay. Let me make sure this is a pullback. Yeah, that was a pullback. As we can see, that was a liquidation of a candle right here before breaking that low. So this is the pullback before breaking that low. This is the highest point of that, which was here. We break, we left behind an S&D. This S&D was here. Okay, just like that. But also we left behind a protected low. From that protected low, price got beneath it, broke it. Left behind. What did we leave behind? A protected high. Protected high gets ran. See, as we can see, this is the back and forth price action that is showing us price is ready to go lower soon. Hopefully, it's definitely a distribution, because we have a bearish bias, higher time frame bias. So we're looking at price as it's ready to start distributing to the lower, to the downside. All right. So from there, what do we get? We got this high. That's our liquidity high, and this would be our protected low. But I would like to see price continue lower. Okay. So that's just our 15-minute. Let's drop down to our 5. 5 is probably going to give us more of a detailed story. All right. So on our 5-minute, our 5 give us more details. Cool. So from our 5-minute, what do we get? I'm gonna read price from back here. Okay. So from our 5-minute, we gotta break above this high. Then another break above this high, a break below this low, another break below this low, a break above this high. Beautiful. This is a beautiful trade right here. Oh my. If you're looking for bearishness, this is a nice trade. That's a nice trade right there. Anyways. Break below this low. Nice. Okay. I'm tripping. What am I doing? Okay, another break below this low. So we got NB1, NB2. Is that a break? Yeah. NB3, NB4. So 4 breaks at downside. What is that showing us? Distribution, bearishness, nice momentum. Okay. And then also we broke above this high here, which then put us in a redistribution scenario. From there, you would have wanted to see this low. So let's get back ran, which it did, completed. And then also from there, we left behind an SND. Where's our SND? This would be our SND here. Price is now tapping into that SND. Just because it got above the SND doesn't mean this range is failing. It just means that there's probably something deeper in this zone. But this here is our protected high. So once price closes above, then that is our break. But this is just like a point of this is just your point of interest, your POI. So now you drop down to the 1 minute. Obviously 5 minute, we want to see that this low get cleared. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah, it looks like 1 minute has a lot of mitigation, a lot of breaks. Cool. All right. So we'll just follow price. Yeah, so we can follow price from here. Obviously, we're getting this manipulation. As we can see, the back and forth price action. So look, we got a break above the high. And, well, actually, it'll be this high. Just like that. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we got a break above this high, break below the low, break back above the high. What is that showing us? Manipulation, aka a distribution, since we're looking for a bearish price action. All right. Well, this here will be an accumulation, okay? Because the last break was to the top side. So that's accumulation back into distribution. And where is our, and then we broke again. So it gives NB1, NB2 to the downside. And then, what's up, my brother? And then we left behind this SND and also this SND here. This is exactly what price is doing in our bearish 5 minute zone. Okay, so this is our 5 minute zone. Looking for bearishness to clear this low. 2 MBs to the downside after manipulation, after the back and forth price action. It gives us our institutional leg to the downside, NB1, NB2. This is now our SND. So price looks like it's tapping into there now. Maybe when market open, we'll get like a gap down, just like that, and then probably we'll have to come back in, test something, and then continue lower. But from there, or we might even just I don't know, wick up, tap NB1 just like that, and then continue lower. I'm not gonna trade it, but I'm gonna be patient and wait. But that's that. Yeah, man, got to do that weekly analysis, dog. What, 43 minutes in? So I already did ES, already did gold, already did well, ES and NASDAQ are like the same shit, so same thing. I already did UJ, and now this is my last pair. I'm doing this EU, and then I'm out of here. I'm gonna go work out, go sweat a little bit. You feel me? But yeah, that's our analysis. Bearish, definitely bearish on gold. I mean on EU, bearish on that EU. I'm sure all these other time frames. That's all good, man. It's all good. Mind doing UJ? I mean, I could do UJ. So look, UJ, we got what do we have? We're in a reaccumulation on the hourly. So on the hourly, we're in a reaccumulation, looking for that obviously bullish price action. I'll start from the daily for you. Daily, clearly bullish. 8 hour, clearly bullish. Tapping into an SND now. 4 hour, same thing. Tapping into an SND now. Still want to see the liquidity get cleared here. 2 hour, same thing. 1 hour, reaccumulation. Let's see. 30 minute. We're in a 30 minutes still has to clear this high. But on the 5 minute is where we started to get some fun price action. That's starting to tell us that we were wanting to go bullish. We got 4 Bs to the top side, left behind this SND. I wouldn't, me personally, I'm not going to trade this SND, but it would look nice because it is a cluster here. I would like to see something on the 1 minute for sure. But this is our SND, obviously still looking to clear our 30 minute, 15 minute high for the reaccumulation, and then overall our daily 8 hour, 4 hour, and our 1 hour's high here. So from there we drop down to our 1 minute. Our 1 minute is showing us, what is our 1 minute showing us? 1 minute is currently in a reaccumulation. It's stuck in this range here. I said I want to see something like this, a break above this high, tap back into the SND to then continue higher. If not, we're going to go ahead and continue deeper into deeper into that 5 minute zone, and then we can also, we can expect some nice price action this week. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I think this week is gonna be a golden week. Like, I feel like we're gonna get some crazy trades this week for sure. Like, everything looks ready to go. Everything like is out of these like weird ass stages. Like, I feel like this is the week where we like really make big moves. I hope so, at least. Like, I would think so too, just because it's like Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving next week? Anyway, if Thanksgiving is next week or the week after that, whatever the fuck, price has to do some big moves before those bank holidays. You feel me? So I feel like we're about to get some really nice price action. Yeah, I can do Bitcoin. We'll do Bitcoin. But yeah, this is what I want to see if price was to continue lower. I will, we'll probably put in some pullbacks. I want to see a break of that pullback, another break, a break below that low, give us a reaccumulation to then continue higher, probably tap into the S&D 2.0 of MB1, and then we'll go something like that. Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. We'll start on the weekly just because people like to, trade that higher time frame on that BTC, man. All right, so BTC, what do we got? Obviously bullish on the weekly. Let's see, what do we do? So we broke above here. So the weekly just broke its protected low. Holy shit. All right. All right, so it broke its protected low. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop to our weekly time frame. Let's clear this. So our weekly, we're definitely bullish. Okay, we were. You hear, it was past tense. Were. That protected low rate. Yeah. So from here, the price was giving us. So we could read price from back here. All right. So on the weekly, oh no, this is the daily. So on the daily, this is yeah. So this is our protected high. Well, yeah, in a sense, protected high. But then we broke this high, so that gives us MB1, MB2, MB3, MB4. Let's just see. We're telling ourselves a story. Let's see where price is. So we got 5. What's this? 6, and then what do we do? Do we get it below? No, we didn't get below yet. Then, and then we get here 7. So 7 MBs to the top side, and then we break this protected low, break it again, and then we just broke again. So now we're in a reaccumulation. 3 MBs to the downside, not bad. Okay, now if we get something like this where we tap and then we break again, that's 4 MBs to the downside. That's strong. Obviously, that's showing distribution is in effect, and we're going to be taking, sellers are taking control. But we can still, flip. It doesn't matter. But let's go to our 8 hour. Let's tell ourselves the story on the 8 hour, because 8 hour could be completely different. 8 hour is, yeah, 8 hours is different. All right. So from here, so this is our highest point. Now, where's our protected low? Protected low here. Protected low gets ran, right? From there, we break again. Just like that. Leave behind this S&D here. Okay. Price taps into that S&D, absorbs it a little bit, and then continue lower. From that lower price action, we also got, so what do we get? We get MB1, MB2, MB3, MB4. So now we got 4 breaks to the downside on the 8 hour time frame, which is showing us that sellers are now starting to take control, distribution. And from there, we left behind this 8 hour zone, which we could see. Oh shit, I think I probably already had that marked out, but we can already see price probably come in and then drop lower. From there, 4 hours, our 4 hours telling us the same exact thing. If our 4 hours telling us that, every other lower time frame is going to tell us that pretty much. Well, probably not like the 5 or the 1 minute. Could be intermediary bullish in order to tap into some unmitigated zones. So from there, what do we have? So we have this 4 hours, well, 8 hour zone, which we can refine to this 4 hour zone. Damn, some people just bought that. Yeah, man, you buy at the high and sell at the low. That's how we do it around here, baby. Tops and bottoms traders. Oh man. Oh no, it's not tops and bottoms. Well, yeah, you can buy at the top and then you sell at the bottom. Take it out for some losses. But obviously our 4 hours bears, man. Let's see, our 1 hour. Our 1 hour is bearish, and we are currently 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 MBs to the downside on the 1 hour. Let's see at the 30 minute. Let's see if we get into. Well, look, 1 hour is currently tapping into an S&D right now. Looks like we're about to clear that low here in a second. 30 minute, same thing. 30 minutes, same thing. Bearish. Maybe 15 minute. Give us better zones. 15 minute, also bearish. Something like this is going on. Look for this low, just like that. We're about to clear that low. Yeah, that do be tough. If only people understood how to properly read that price action, make a big difference for them. All right, so the 5 minute, we can go ahead and start looking for some 5 minute zones. Here we go, our 5 minute here, just like that. And yeah, we left behind MB1, MB2, MB3, 5 minute zone, something like right in here. And I don't know if we're gonna get there, but like before we clear that low, I don't think we're gonna get there. Better liquidity, present for folks to take profits on that crypto. Yeah, bro. I don't know. That's like that guy that you sent me, staring people astray, bro. People are confused. All right. What's our 1 minute? Our 1 minute is, we broke here. Yeah. Oh, this shit's just bearish. Clustering. Yeah, this shit's just say bye bye. This shit's about to touch 93,000. GG's. Well, that concludes today's market analysis. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everybody that rewatched the stream. Oh, yeah. Hey, brother, watch those reels I sent you though, bro. That shit, everything I sent you was like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was either funny or really intriguing. Yeah, look at that shit. Hey man, that ADA, that's good. Let me see, man. All right, last pair though, because I'm actually about to go. I gotta go work out. Okay. Cranking. What's that? I'm gonna do Coinbase. Damn, that shit look bearish. Holy shit. I don't really need to. I don't really need to do no market analysis on this. I ain't gonna lie. What the hell? Holy shit. Oh yeah, this shit bearish. Sell. Just go ahead, sell. What the fuck? Recently just tapped into this SND, looking for more sales. Wow. Sellers are in control. Sell your ADA if you're in ADA. Get out while you can. What the damn? Yeah, this shit dropping. Hold on, I want to see XRP before because people keep talking about these damn these news events that's happening with XRP, and I have yet to look at it. Let's see. People are like, oh, XRP is about to go bullish. I ain't gonna lie, shit. XRP look better than ADA. Well, I'll take that back. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I'll take that back. Wait, maybe the daily. Yeah. Yeah, it's not no clear momentum going to that top side. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Yeah, they got diamond hands, bro. Motherfuckers should have took out here when XRP was at $3.60. Holy. So you telling me people went up here to $3.30, held when price got all the way back down to $1.60, held it, and was like, oh, we're back up. 360, still holding it. Didn't take any profit whatsoever to then get all the way. Look at this wick. What is this? Look at this spike down to $1.70, and now we're still continuing lower. Damn. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, that's a bad look right there. I'm gonna definitely have to trade that crypto next weekend. I ain't gonna lie. I'm shorting. I'm shorting this shit. But all right, brother. I'm gonna text your phone, bro. Appreciate you.